Welcome back to the Five Hole Podcast. I'm Nicholas Natalie here with Rob and Connor this week. No Nico, the main host of this
Let's
channel,
go.
has a tummy ache, as we have recently just a news reports came out. A tummy ache this week has sidelined Nico Latoris, who'll be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks. But
Probably,
other than that,
IL.
yeah, he's on the IR. But so no Nico this week. So Connor and Rob and I are gonna fill in and keep this as entertaining as possible because his
If
antics,
not more entertaining.
if not probably more entertaining because his antics will not
Yeah.
be here this week.
Definitely be more watchable.
Oh my goodness! I think it was a great move on our part in the front office to let him go and mutually part ways. But
The show goes on.
the show does go on, so he's on to bigger and better things. He's got to make about 18,000 sports grid
Yeah.
videos today, right? I think that's
And
what he said.
they probably get 18 views.
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Cameron
it's
Woolley's
about-
clearing him.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
million views per video for Cameron Woolley right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But anyways, you guys on last week or no?
No,
right?
nobody
I
was
was-
on last
yeah,
week.
Yeah,
no one did.
I know. I wasn't here. I had something to take care of. But I know you guys, I guess, didn't. So no Super Bowl preview
No, I know. Nico, I think Nico was like under the weather or something. I don't know.
again.
And then-
Oh well, I guess this is like
2
retro.
straight weeks.
This is
Yeah.
he's been put on the IR retroactive to last week. So, anyways, sorry, I'm just grabbing my water. But anyways, so no Super Bowl preview, but a Super Bowl review. I think that was a severely underwhelming Super Bowl.
yeah.
I have to say, Patrick Mahomes, he just did not show up. That was a brutal loss. I know my bets didn't hit. I'm sure your bets
I
didn't
know.
hit.
I picked.
Did your
Chiefs.
bets any hit?
Yeah, I
Your
was
bet-
profitable.
You won?
I had $50 on tails. I won $50 off Saquon and Jalen Hurts to have 5 rushing yards each quarter. That was at plus 750 before game.
Wow, I should have taken that. Whew.
And I had Jalen Hurts first touchdown scorer.
Wow, good for
So,
you.
That's a good one.
Overall, I probably only ended up like $40 with all like the other stuff I lost on,
Yeah.
but it was good.
I
Plus is a
had
plus.
I had
Yeah.
heads, so I definitely lost.
Yeah.
I put like whatever $5 on it. Had heads, didn't win, and then I had a 3-legger, as well as my boxes. I had a 3-legger of Xavier Worthy, AJ Brown, and Saquon anytime touchdown score. I think I had a profit boost too, so it was like 20 to win 250, and I missed on Saquon.
Yeah, the guy who was minus 200 to score.
know.
Yeah, I
You
know.
would think.
You think, dude? AJ Brown scored first. I was like, oh my god, this bet is hitting. I'm good. Like, no, that was out the window.
Yeah, if someone told you before the game,
Oh,
yo,
so bad.
Saquon didn't score, you'd be like, oh, the Eagles had what, 14
Yeah.
points? No, they
Yeah.
had 40.
No, they dropped the. I mean, we'll also help from the
Or if it was a
defense.
closer game too.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean,
maybe.
that D line looked unstoppable.
Yeah, they're the MVPs.
I agree. I agree.
Brandon
The
Graham
defensive
coming
one.
back.
Well, now he's retired. He had a
Yeah.
great career.
Yeah.
Way to
Sweat
go
was
off.
filthy. What do you have, like almost 3
I
sacks?
know.
Oh my god, they looked unbelievable. And it's
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter,
Murderer.
he looked awesome too. That D line is terrifying. And now people, I think, did Nico make that video, the Myles Garrett video?
I think so.
It
Yes.
was
Yeah,
And
yeah.
apparently, Myles Garrett, that could be a fit for the Eagles. So
I
Wow.
don't-
that
I don't see it
D-line
happening.
might only get even better than it already
That'd be
is.
crazy. Like, I don't
Oh
know,
my god,
a
would
little
be.
too much.
Oh, but whatever.
Did
So-
you guys watch the whole thing?
Yes, I did.
Entire
I went to
Super Bowl?
bed before the game ended.
I was just waiting. I
I-
was hoping Saquon would score.
Oh yeah, if you had
I
that, if you
was-
had a bet
yeah.
riding on,
I had a.
I was
had-
zoning out.
you
Hold
see, it
on.
was the highest viewed.
and I
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
yeah.
What?
beating last year, which I was surprised.
Wow.
I guess.
I
Like,
guess
every year
no
it's
one has
just-
anything better to do. I guess.
Right, and like if you watch the first quarter, technically you count. So
Yeah, that's true. But
I bet it had the biggest drop off from start of game viewers to end of game viewers.
Mhm.
Mhm. Same. I guess like that one, probably like the Bronco one where they got.
Oh,
smoked.
that was a brutal Super Bowl. I mean,
Yeah,
that
that
one
was-
was up there.
We were spoiled recently with amazing Super Bowls.
Yes, yes.
Bengals
I think,
won.
and these
That was-
the
playoffs,
last 3 have been awesome.
these playoffs,
Yeah.
overall, I would say were pretty good too. Overall, the playoff games were good.
You had a couple like the Commanders over the Lions was awesome. The Bills Chiefs game last week was cool.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
I think we also got
Rams,
spoiled.
Eagles.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good too. Everything from besides the Super Bowl and the wild card series were great.
Yeah.
And then this was just a
Wild card's
flop.
wacky. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I just want to see what you guys feel. My own personal opinion, I was clocked out on football for my own team's reasons, like on week 10.
Definitely.
And
Definitely in
I'm
agreement with you.
just saying this. Did this feel like kind of like one of the more forgettable seasons, or am I just salty because my team was bad?
I think it's more
Low-key, yeah, I
I think it's more forgettable just because The Giants were abysmal again. The Jets were a huge flop. And I mean, the Packers didn't have a
Yeah, I
too
mean, they
bad
made
of
the
a season.
playoffs. So as a Packer fan, you had a great like
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
good
it
year.
was
watching
just-
season.
It was a weird year.
It
It
didn't
felt like.
feel as fun as last year. Maybe I
Yeah,
don't know.
but-
Maybe because we're a younger team, we were like trying to get in the playoffs, as opposed to like
Yeah.
we were like 11-6 or whatever.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I don't know. I just I'm very interested to see. Obviously, the big story was two big stories now of football. Obviously, today is another version of Black Monday, I guess, or Black Tuesday. Kellen Moore is officially the new Saints head coach. He is leaving after Nick Sirianni said, "Let's run it back." He left the next or 2 days later.
that was like the
Obviously-
worst kept secret.
Oh yeah, there's been
amongst, like-
rumors about
Yeah,
that
they
for
kind
weeks.
of announced it like on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, it's been announced for weeks, but he's officially now the next head coach of the Saints after winning a Super Bowl in the Caesar Superdome. So hopefully he can bring the success he had.
Weird
back
coaching career. He's had a lot of ups and downs.
Yes, he's been on the roller coaster of the coaching
Because he was
train.
like the next big thing when he was in Dallas.
Oh, my
Then he gets
goodness.
fired from Dallas,
Yeah.
goes to Los Angeles with the Chargers, doesn't have a great season there. Harbaugh comes in, gets rid of him, and now obviously
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what he does with the Saints. They got a up steep road ahead of them.
I know
They're
have a
very
long way to go.
they're very similar to the Jets and the Giants. They got a long way to go.
the
to
only
being good
benefit for
again.
them is like a bad division.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the,
Buccaneers are always good. Falcons should be better.
yeah, right.
Panthers.
Yeah,
I know.
they may
Bryce
not.
Young is promising.
NFC South might not be too bad anymore.
I mean, you got to be pissed as a Giants fan. I mean, you're looking at like a Cowboys team that most definitely will have a better record, and then the two other teams in your division were the two last teams in the NFC.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very hard for the Giants.
Nobody thought that coming in the NFC East.
No,
No,
It was all
I
NFC
mean,
North.
Commanders are that's the craziest.
that
one.
that the Commanders is, I would say, the
23-1 to win the Super Bowl next year. It's crazy good odds for a team that made the conference championship.
Yeah, no, I'm very interested to see how good they do and what they do in the draft and all that stuff. It's going to be very interesting. Dan Quinn's a great coach for them. It's a perfect fit. He's a great. I'm a big fan of his. Hopefully, he can keep Cliff Kingsbury around, which it sounds like.
Is everybody
Yeah.
hired?
I think it sounds like
Every team has a coach, right?
he was offered like the Saints job, I think, or
I
something,
don't
and
think
then
he took it.
he said, "Yeah, I don't want it."
So yeah, so Cliff Kingsbury I think is going to stay, which is huge because he had a great year as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where he's finding out where he's. I think Cliff Kingsbury is going to stay in OC, especially if they just keep pouring into his offense and giving him more toys with Jaden Daniels. I think he may be there for a while. Maybe he'll take up another head coaching gig at some point, but I think he's pretty happy where he's at. They're on an up and up. There's no why go somewhere and
He knows
start
his
over
role.
again. Yeah, exactly. He knows his role and he's in a place that the stock's rising. Why go somewhere else, you know? But we'll see what happens.
Do you always find that funny though, when like, especially like when the Lions coordinators left and like everybody was like, why would you leave the Lions for the Jets? Why would you leave the Lions for the Bears? It's like, this is their whole life. They've
Trying to
dreamed their
get
whole
this,
life
yeah.
of being a head
Yeah.
coach in the NFL.
Not even that, but like
Why would they not take it?
the pay bump? Like,
Yeah, it's a pretty significant.
like I think it was Boomer Esiason this morning, or maybe it was someone else. Was talking about it. He's like, they go from like $4 million, which isn't chump change. I mean, $4 million is a lot of money, to like 11 to 12. That's a huge pay increase. That's 2-3 years salary for some of these guys,
Yeah,
right? From what their previous job
nobody's
was.
saying no to that.
Right, exactly. It's like, and you're the lead, you're the guy. Why not? So I totally understand from a business standpoint. It makes total sense
and a
because guess
career.
what? If you suck, you made $12 million, and someone's bound to probably hire you as an OC again.
And all these guys, it's all guaranteed.
Okay. Oh yeah, exactly.
Like
It's a
you're 5 years, you get
financial-
fired in year 2, and you're still getting paid your full salary for the next whatever 3-4 years.
You're the financial backing behind it, and like the financial reasoning is totally like go for it. There's no reason you
Like, is
shouldn't.
Gruden still getting paid
I
by
was
the Raiders?
just thinking about
He
that.
I'm
might
pretty
still be.
sure they like found a way to get out of it because he didn't get fired for football reasons because of all
He
that
had to
other stuff.
resign, like
And
So
now
maybe
he
they're
works-
not liable. Now he works.
Now he's at
I mean,
Barstool.
like if you want to talk about somebody who just fits in perfectly, like
Yes.
Barstool.
I've been
Great
enjoying.
hire.
Like I watch his stuff if he's like in a clip or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I find him very entertaining and he's very knowledgeable, but he also is like a nut.
Yeah.
So it's very
He
funny to
fits
me.
right in with those characters.
And I think it's good because like sometimes their personalities are like just meathead annoying people, but
Or,
like
like,
if
nerds.
you're
It works.
Gruden,
It works. It works.
yeah,
That works for them. No, it's cool to see Gruden doing what he's doing. You know who I thought was really good too, and obviously he didn't play, but Jameis Winston with Fox
Yeah.
Sports doing his whole thing
I
around New
didn't see
Orleans.
any
in
of
New
it.
Orleans.
Oh, it was
yeah.
hilarious.
It was good.
It was very funny.
He tries
was-
to get on the yacht.
It was
Did you see
all
that?
yeah. It was all over like Instagram. Like he was there like just going around New Orleans and the whole Super Bowl New Orleans thing, and he did a great job. It was hilarious. Bars, this, that, like interacting
He's
with
very
fans and
funny.
players. He was very funny.
I don't think he knows how funny he is.
No,
that's part of the charm.
But
I
it
think
was
he's a little off.
It was
like,
very funny, and he did a great job. And I thought that was awesome by Fox having him do that, especially because he's been in New Orleans before, so he kind of knows where to go. And
did we miss anything like other than the game itself, like big moments from the Super Bowl?
no,
Kendrick.
Like, I thought that was. You
So,
didn't like it, right?
No, and it's nothing to do with like.
I love Kendrick.
I like him too. He's
I
good.
love Kendrick. I love his music. I'm so happy that he swept the floor at the Grammys. I thought that was hilarious, and saying "What's up" to Drake. Thought that was great. But I think that what he did during the Super Bowl was great. If you're like really invested in that whole like there's so many
I don't know much
messages
about it.
behind. I don't know if you saw anything on social media regarding like the messages behind everything that he did. Like there were like every song or like everything that was in that performance had a deeper meaning. And I think that's cool, but not at the Super Bowl. It's about flamboyancy. It's
Yeah.
about over the top. You're in New Orleans. This isn't in, no offense, Green Bay, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you're in New Orleans. It's about party, good time, extravagant flamboyancy. Like I think that it could have been so much better. Like when I heard it was Kendrick, I was like, oh man, I was like, he better do it like he did in LA. Brought out Dre, Snoop Dogg. I think Ice Cube was part of that. You know, I think that was so cool. Like
Yeah.
my parents loved it. You know what I mean? They're like, this is awesome. I'm like, all right, this is a very
Yeah.
good performance. And I think that's what he should have done. I understand in this moment, like this is like been the thing of him in the rap battle between Drake. I think Drake's career is over. But I think it could have been so much better. I think that there was such a opportunity to go crazy for the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, especially being in a party city like New Orleans. And I think they kind of missed that. But for people that are, you know, very invested into the hip hop and rap and that community, like it was good for them.
Yeah.
But I think that there was a missed window for Kendrick to absolutely blow the doors off of the Superdome and have one of the coolest shows. And like I know there's going to always be critics of the Super Bowl. There's always going to be someone. Like I remember when Rihanna did it, they're like, she didn't dance enough. The girl was 9 months pregnant. People still love the show, but she was pregnant. No, she can't dance that much. And you know, there's always going to be critics, but I think that there was a missed opportunity for Kendrick. But
I think he's in grudge mode. He's just going straight.
Yeah, he's in his
throat,
bag,
like,
and he's just going after everyone with, you know, no regrets. So,
Yeah.
but listen, I think it was a decent Super Bowl,
I thought it was decent.
but obviously the Kansas City Chiefs absolutely just did not show up, which was crazy. But interesting to see now, is Travis Kelce going to come back? Is
They're gonna get married?
they're gonna get, oh, probably not. Nope, you didn't win the Super Bowl. Now she's on to a new boyfriend or whatever.
Probably.
But yeah, no, it was a crazy Super Bowl. I mean, I think this kind of solidified how good that Eagles defense really is.
Defense
I mean,
wins championships,
that's
I guess.
yeah. I mean, listen,
true.
they contained Saquon. He had what, 50 yards?
Yeah, what
40-something yards?
Quiet day.
Like that's huge. And it's like, you know, if you told me that they contained Saquon, he didn't score a touchdown, he had whatever he ended up 40 to 60 yards, whatever it ended up being, I'd be like, oh, so it must have been either a really close game because it was just like passing, or the Chiefs won.
Yeah.
They got the doors blown off by the defense. Patrick Mahomes had a terrible day, but my friend had Xavier Worthy, two touchdowns.
Ooh.
I forgot how much he won, but he won a few bucks.
There you
a
go.
few bucks. But anyways, you know, on to the new era, the new age. Now that the Super Bowl's finally over, our crippling disease will take over me and
Yes.
Rob. I know Connor, not as much, but to a decent amount. But baseball's back.
I know.
Baseball is back. I'm very excited. Very.
Pitchers and catchers, what, 2 days ago or whatever?
Yeah, a
Cubs,
couple guys today, a couple teams today starting up, but
Cardinals.
very interested to see, you know, listen, the free agency's still kind of open. I'm very interested to see where Alex Bregman ends up.
I know.
Do you think he goes back to Houston?
Either it seems like Houston or like Boston at this point, because the Cardinals are trying to get rid of Arenado, and that kind of hinges on where
Yeah,
Bregman signs, 'cause
exactly.
then it, you know, it'll open things up.
Nobody's given him more than 4 years. That's the problem. He wants 6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he probably
wants
wants
a
a big-
lot.
yeah.
But
You're
I
30
don't
years
think.
old. You're on the decline. You're not getting more
Yeah,
than 6.
yeah,
And he-
I totally agree with that.
He hasn't been like terrific since like the juice ball
No,
year.
no.
Like he's been good, but like
I think he's a
regular good
serviceable.
stats,
He's
yeah.
a serviceable third baseman that could definitely be playing other places. Like he
Yeah.
definitely, there's teams that could definitely use him.
I
The
feel like those
Yankees.
are the moves that set franchises back when you overpay for like the 7
So
out of 10 player.
yeah.
Chris Bryant when he
Yeah,
signed the Rockies.
exactly.
Oh my god, when he signed there, I was like, "What are you?"
And he hasn't
like,
played.
He doesn't
like
play.
He
40
doesn't
games.
play. I
Yeah.
get it. You won a World Series, and now here's your money. But like, bro,
You could have got the money somewhere else.
You
Yeah.
could have gone to so many places and gotten paid.
I forgot that name does not. Speaking like Verdugo and Anthony Rizzo haven't
Yeah.
gone anywhere.
That's
No.
I'm surprised. Like
When you look at
Verdugo,
that
he's
Cubs
young,
fall
like,
off.
Yeah, Rizzo is not as big as a surprise as Rizzo
Yeah.
is not as big as a surprise as Verdugo. I'm surprised that Verdugo hasn't signed
Who
anywhere.
needs a first baseman?
I don't know.
I
I don't really
to be
know.
You could probably
honest.
find a better one than Anthony Rizzo. So
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, now I don't know what
Trey
else.
Mancini got a contract.
I
before
know.
him.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
sat out
Good-
all last year.
Good
Cancer
for him.
survivor though.
Yeah,
I know.
good,
Shout out.
Pretty important to note. You know.
good
Home
for
run
him.
derby participant.
I'm a fan of Trey Mancini.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a
He's
fan.
good. He was a
He's
good
not.
player.
He's not.
Did he win with the Astros?
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah.
he's
Yes.
the first baseman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was him and Abreu, I guess. Wait,
But-
was that Abreu?
Abreu was on that team.
No. What was his name?
Oh, Gurriel.
Singleton.
Gurriel. You're
Oh.
Gurriel. That's
John
the
Singleton?
The crazy.
John Singleton. I like him.
He does really well against the Yankees.
Yeah.
He's
So
a
I'm
big
interested
boy.
to see. I think the Mets need one more move. I think the Yankees need one more move. Very interested to see what that happens. Yankees need a third baseman desperately. DJ LeMahieu cannot be your third baseman
So
going.
he's slotted in his.
No, as of now, it's probably
Cabrera.
Oswaldo. Yeah.
Or as well. It's still. I think they need another guy, but if they don't want to, that's fine.
It's an okay platoon, I guess. They need it.
I have a feeling. Now, this is obviously a hot take, and NIKO would flame me for this, but I have a feeling they're going to be very similar to the Marlins,
Who?
the Yankees.
The
They're going
Yankees?
they're going to mow down lineups out. The guys are never going to get on base. They're going to have a great team ERA. They're going to be an unbelievable pitching team, and that offense, people are just going to pitch around them. I don't
How do you
think.
feel being compared to the Marlins?
That's pretty messed up.
I'm not saying that they're the Marlins, but I just want you just I think
Concept. Of
I think
team.
the team identity is going to be they are going to mow you down and they're gonna get mowed down. Like they're gonna let up 2 runs and they're gonna score 1. You know what I mean? Like I think it's very easy to pitch around Judge. I don't know the health of Giancarlo Stanton. What is Paul? Paul Goldschmidt.
No, I agree with you. I think it's a better supporting on paper as of now. It's a better supporting cast than previous like Judge only years.
Yeah.
Like you look at 2022 and it was like, well, it was a better Rizzo back then, but like Bellinger's very good.
No, I know he is. I'm just I don't know. What are you
Goldschmidt,
gonna get? What are you
Rob
gonna,
would know best. Seems like the past,
Hate him.
yeah, the best is behind him.
Yes.
Glaber,
You'll
not
get 20
resigning Glaber.
homers.
He went for like a 1-year deal was the stupidest thing
I think you
ever.
could have very easily run him back.
I think there's
Yeah.
definitely something where like the front office just didn't like who he was as a person because he had
Yeah,
a
I've
really
heard-
good second half.
I've
And
heard.
playoffs,
I've
he
heard.
was like,
Yes.
I've heard stuff about him that like personality wise,
Like,
clubhouse wise.
Volpe's mid.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I think that the Yankees are a great pitching team. I think this is one of the best pitching staffs they've had in a very long time.
Yeah.
The bullpen's lights out.
Mhm.
I give you tons of credit there. Max Fried's a stud.
Devin
Garrett Cole,
Williams.
Devin Williams
That's
is
crazy, Paul.
the best starter, the best closer in baseball, in my opinion, right now. But I don't think the lineup is going to be there. To me, there's a lot of unknowns in that lineup.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going to get into Bellinger. I think Paul, like you said, Paul Goldschmidt, I think
You
is
get
done.
20 homers and 240. I mean, at this point,
You know-
Honestly, that's like above average for our first base.
it's better
No.
than Rizzo.
It's better than Rizzo. I agree. It's a better upgrade than Rizzo. But
He's a K machine, though. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
We'll see.
I
See what
think
happens.
I don't know what you're gonna get. I don't see the I see a less of an upside on that on the offense. I think I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I'm not saying that. I think they're still gonna be a good team. I just don't think they're gonna be that great. I think that people are gonna start pitching around Judge. They know they can. They know they
Yeah.
can pitch around him. And Giancarlo's got to stay healthy. That's also the other part.
Yeah.
The guy has a mild calf strain. He's out for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Last
If
year,
you
last
had the
season,
kind of playoff run he had, he can like take off as much time as he wants.
absolutely.
Because as long as people know he's going to play in the playoffs, everyone's going to be like, well, look what he did.
Playoff.
Yeah, well, he's got to stay healthy for it. But I agree with what you're saying. I think that there are bright spots. I totally agree. I think Giancarlo's a stud. I think Judge is obviously still the best hitter in baseball, but guy can't beat the playoff allegations, and the other guy only plays in the
True.
playoffs.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? They're
They transfer
compliment-
powers.
Yeah, it's very weird, but we'll see what happens. The pitching is going to be unbelievable. I think that is what's going to save the Yankees is their pitching, or
So-
keep them alive. Is that pitching? I mean,
So
that
what's the order? What is the rotation?
Cole,
Pitching rotation?
Fried, Rodon, Hill, Schmidt. That's it probably is the best 5 in
If
baseball.
Heel is your fourth,
Yeah.
that's a good fourth.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
That's
the best
cool.
5.
That's
Well, no,
lights.
not the Dodgers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. They have
an 8-man rotation.
They have everyone.
else.
Which makes sense because like 3 of those guys are going to be hurt for 80% of the year. So.
Yeah.
Glasnow, Kershaw,
Yeah.
Yamamoto.
No,
got hurt.
Kershaw's a free agent, right? Or
If I'll give you $100 if he signs with the team.
No,
besides the
I know,
Dodgers.
I know.
yeah, I know. I he's gonna go back.
That's like one of those things. Like
Kike Hernandez, like a
talk about
Dodger.
just
what
resigned, yeah.
Scherzer's on the Blue Jays.
I know.
And
Oh my
Verlander's on
God.
the Giants.
Imagine
It's
telling
very
someone
weird.
that like 2 years ago.
Very weird.
Verlander going to the Giants doesn't make any sense.
It's a
I
pitcher's.
guess
It's a
I
pitcher's
was gonna
ballpark.
say pitcher's
a
ballpark.
pitcher's
and he's
ballpark.
old, so he's probably like, maybe I can get some juice.
Do you think Kate wanted to go there? San Francisco?
Oh,
You're
You're right.
It's a little cold for a swimsuit model though.
I agree.
yeah.
You got to you wear sweatshirts and sweatpants there in August. I was there.
Right? It's windy.
I was there a few years ago, and
People say it sucks.
it's okay.
Really?
I'm not like my. Oh my
Overrated.
God! You should
How
go
was the
there.
homeless population?
It was.
Were they
decent amount.
grabbing at your
Yeah.
ankles
No,
and stuff?
they weren't grabbing at my ankles, but there were a lot of homeless people though. But I have to say though, it's very pretty there. Like
Yeah.
the outside, like the redwood Muir Woods and like the Golden Gate Bridge and
Just do
like
a
the
trolley.
cliffs and the trolley's really cool.
Golden Gate Bridge looks
It does.
awesome. I would love
It's
to go
really
see
cool. Like
My-
that stuff is cool. Alcatraz was super cool. They
That.
have a-
Supposedly going to reopen it.
yeah, I
Mr.
think so.
T.
Well, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
closed.
Well, no.
Alcatraz?
Yeah, it's been closed for a little bit now.
Really?
Or
A
as like a functioning prison. I think you
Oh.
can
You
tour
You
it.
can tour
right?
it. It's a
Yes,
museum
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to reopen it. It's just going to be a museum.
Imagine
They
that
make too much.
Alcatraz
They
open
make
again.
they make too much money on tourism. That's like one of the biggest things to do. But I have to say
Yeah,
they're really
ghost
cool.
tours
They're
and
cool.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's,
Ghost tours.
Yeah, you can go
There's
there
a
at
big
night.
haunted
it's like haunted.
population at Alcatraz or in San Francisco.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
You can go there
Really?
at night and do like a ghost tour. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They make a
Wow.
ton of money off of it. They're not going to make it a real prison again.
Oh, it actually sounds better than like the homeless people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's-
know.
You
But
know,
there
sounds
there
pretty
there
cool.
are pros and cons.
Did you go see the Full House house?
Yes, we went and saw the
Mm.
Painted Ladies in the Full House, which the Painted Ladies are the old Victorian homes out on the park in San Francisco. They're called the Painted Ladies.
No, I never heard
Like
of that.
pastel ones.
Yeah,
pink,
really
blue, or
cool.
whatever.
Did
very
you go
pretty.
to AT&T Park?
Oracle at the time, but yes, we did go there.
Yeah, that's like the best stadium people say.
They didn't.
How was that?
So there wasn't a game when we were there.
Oh,
So I have to go
still
to a
counts.
game there. But we walked around the stadium. We saw around. It's very, very pretty.
Yeah.
Very beautiful ballpark. But we actually, cool baseball thing. We actually ate in the same building where Joe DiMaggio lived when he was in San Francisco, which is
Ah.
in Little Italy. There's a very big Little
Really?
Italy in San Francisco. We didn't know this until we went.
Big Italian population.
Big
Yeah.
Italian population, very like working class, whatever, back in the day. But there's still a very good population with restaurants and bars and all that cool stuff. So we went and ate there and we started talking. We were eating this little, like, it was like the size of this room. The restaurant was like this, including that was like, that's how small it was. The food was
hole in the wall.
amazing.
That's how
the
you
food
know the
was
food's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. We walked in and I was like, yeah, this is good. So we walked in and it was this little place and the guy started talking to us and he's like, where you guys from? We're like, oh, from New York. He's like, well, you want to hear a cool story? And he told us. And he's like, yeah, people come here and eat because of that all the time. And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's really cool. So that was a cool baseball thing we did. We didn't go to a game, but we ate in Joe DiMaggio's childhood home, which was really cool.
That is really cool.
So yeah, so that was really cool. But yeah, San Francisco is a great park, but I don't know why he went there. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be on my
No, it's
radar.
like odd. They're not going to be good necessarily.
The
either,
taxes are
like-
high. It's cold. Like if you're
Yeah.
gonna go to California, you're going to San Diego or LA. It's beautiful there.
They have Matt Chapman still, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
They-
They re-signed him?
I think they extended him.
Yeah.
Late in the year.
Oh,
Yes.
it was during the season?
I think so.
yeah, I remember him not being on the.
What about that?
Free
Isn't that they have
agency.
that kid Fitzgerald? Didn't he have like a crazy good start to his career?
Yeah. He's
With,
the
like, 8 home
catcher,
runs
right?
in, like,
Or-
10 games.
I think he's a
or
catcher. Yeah, because Joey Bart was a.
Oh,
he was
he's
a
pirate
bust.
now.
Yeah, he was a.
He's okay
They
with
always
the
talk. They're
Pirates.
like, oh, he's gonna be the next Buster Posey.
something? Yeah, because it was like right after Posey.
He
Now
was a
Posey is
bum.
the general manager or something.
president.
Yes,
I think he's the president of
president,
baseball
yeah.
operations.
Well, you're a Mister. You know all the baseball moves. Like, is there anything like as of under the radar that you're like people haven't been talking about this, but this is a huge signing. Like, this guy's gonna be sick next year.
For any team.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good question.
I
Nothing
don't really
really-
trying to think of too. Something I like really like would have loved like the Mets to do or something or
I think the Mariners. This is a very odd one, but I don't know if you know. Did you like Donovan Solano?
Yeah, I've heard the
Yeah.
name.
That guy bats like 300 every year.
Yeah.
And the Mariners gave him like a small, like whatever. It's like
I
1
think
year.
Jorge Polanco to the Braves was a little underrated. I think not many people. I think he's
No,
gonna.
he re-signed with
I
Seattle.
thought he went to the Braves.
No, was trying to think who else.
Who went to the Braves that I'm thinking of?
It was definitely a middle infielder.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm pretty sure it was a middle infielder.
I thought it was Polanco.
A Latino middle infielder went there.
Hold on.
They lost Soler though, right? Didn't they trade?
Angels.
Did they trade him or he resigned?
Yeah, he went to the Angels like
Traded.
first, right? Wasn't that like the first?
For like Griffin Canning.
Oh yeah, he's at the Jorge Polanco's with the Mariners. Who was the guy that was on the Padres?
Solano?
No.
Hassan Kim?
No.
That was a good sign.
That was a good
Where'd he
sign,
go?
too.
Rays. And they're gonna.
He went to the Rays.
But he's hurt a lot.
There's like their largest contract, I think. I'm pretty sure, or one of them.
Really?
Let me see.
I mean, Tyler O'Neill to the Orioles. That's not like super low key, but like that's a good move for them.
Yeah,
who knows
needed
if he'll
to
keep up
do-
the same
Inconsistent.
year?
What
yeah,
a
yeah,
very
last year.
What a very underwhelming offseason was for the Baltimore
Well, they moved
Orioles.
the fence in.
Yeah,
They signed a
Ray
Ray
That's
Power
it.
bat and
And
moved
they
the
lost-
fence in.
That's it.
you can't lose Burns too. That's your guy, man. You
Who
gotta
did
help
Burns
him
go
out.
to?
Diamondbacks.
Arizona for tax
Isn't that
reasons. For
crazy?
tax reasons, he went there so he could save money.
They spend money now.
They
Yeah.
do. I think that's his hometown.
Yeah,
too,
he's like
maybe?
from around
Scottsdale?
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a Southwest guy, and
Mm.
Damn.
apparently they said he also went because of the taxes are less, so he could save more money.
The Orioles got Gary Sanchez though. It'll be fine.
Oh,
Really,
yeah.
they did.
Oh,
He'll hit like an 8th inning home run against the Yankees, and everybody will
Yes.
freak out. It'll be
Yes.
funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking forward to that actually.
This-
El Crankin.
yeah.
Oh my
Fire
god.
nickname.
El
Remember
Kraken.
when they thought he was like the second coming of
He
like,
was.
Yankees
First
era?
couple years he was.
He
yeah.
was. I will say he was very promising, and
He hit like 20 homers in like 50 games.
Yeah, he
or
had like a
whatever.
6 starts in 2016.
then he played for the Syracuse Mets, and I was like, oh my
Yes.
god! And he was on the Brewers this year. I was like, this guy's still
yeah.
alive? Oh my god!
You
What
know,
a
he
bum.
was getting plate appearances for them.
Oh my lord, that was
someone I haven't thought about in a while. Luke Voigt. Like what?
Yeah,
what
he
is
could be on,
he
like,
played
the-
on the Syracuse Mets
He
too.
did.
He could probably
had
be a
the-
Nimpom.
The famous picture with the
Yeah,
cutoff.
they have like a third jersey, and there's no sleeves on it, and he wore it. And
Of course, he
he's
did.
like a big giant guy. And
Dude, like what happened to him?
I don't
Led the
know.
MLB in home runs in
He probably-
2020.
He fell off crazy.
He's probably gonna play for the Ducks or something.
I know. If he plays, I want to see him. Yeah, that'd be cool. Probably go to that.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I saw Jackie Bradley Jr. this year. That was pretty cool. And then he got
Yes.
like picked up. He was on the Ducks.
Did you see Daniel Murphy when he was there?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
We were me and my dad were low key thinking about going one
I
night,
was too,
but
yeah.
we never did. But it was pretty funny because we love Daniel. I love Daniel.
Are they
Murphy.
independent? Or are they
Yeah, it's an indie club. They're like one of the best. Like
really?
they're one of the best indie club teams. Yeah, it's very funny. They sign a ton of guys because they know like the baseball talent. They're not New York's such a baseball town, so they know that like
Yeah.
people are going to come and see him play, and they're definitely going to get a shot at being back. They have a really good like MLB relationship. There's so many MLB guys that post
That
MLB guys that are
Are
there,
with them?
coaches and stuff like that. Like there's Wally Backman
Yeah.
manages the team. He was on the 86 Mets. Bud Harrelson was on the 69 Mets and the 86 Mets. He used to be a principal owner before he passed away. So they have a lot of like Mets mostly, but they have a lot of
Alumni.
they have a lot of MLB alumni that are within the organization, like as like coaches or advisors or stuff like that.
Didn't they ask Mahomes if he was going to play for them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, because his dad, right?
His
Or
dad
whatever.
played for the Mets,
And he played for the Ducks, I think.
and
His dad
played for the Ducks, and so that would
He's
be
like,
pretty.
"Oh, we'll see.
No, he should do. He won't come to New York. What I think he should do is do a Kansas City Royals spring training.
Yeah, that'd be like
That
a Russell
would-
Wilson when he
yeah.
did
Yeah, he
that.
used to do that all the time with the
Yeah.
Yankees.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes apparently was a very good pitcher. You know, not
Yeah.
that I don't
Jameis
think
Winston too.
James. Yeah. Oh, James
James Winston
Florida.
played D1 ball. Yeah.
Yeah, he played on Florida State. He was gross. They said he was a great pitcher, but whatever. Insane.
He was stealing crab legs.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Crab legs. Oh my god. Yeah. So baseball's back. So now it starts our crippling depression.
We got to see a Ducks game or something.
I'm
That
totally
actually
down
sounds
for
really
it.
cool.
Ducks. They got a cool little ballpark out there. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've ever been.
No, I used to go all the time.
Really, it's fun. It's a good time. They do Thirsty Thursdays. It's like 2 for 1 beers or something.
Oh,
I've been to
okay.
that. That's fun. But
We'll We'll
Yeah.
bookmark that.
Yeah, that'll definitely. I'm super down.
That
to do
seems
one of
more
those.
attainable than going to Florida for spring break.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Nico's no fun.
Well, they can't afford it, bro.
Bro, I didn't say like we're going
Bro,
to
if
stay at
you're
the.
about
broke, just say that.
That's what Nico says.
Bro, he's too busy working. He's working
Yeah.
for nothing. That's why he can't go because he's working. He's a slave.
He's a slave to
my
the
God.
grind.
He can't. I was like, bro, we would get the cheapest place. We would like.
It honestly sounds really cool. I mean, like,
I went last year for spring break. We went and stayed down there, and I saw my family and whatever. It was fine. Like, whatever. I'm not saying go to Fort Lauderdale every day and blow hundreds of dollars at Rock
No.
Bar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Get it.
Shout out Rock Bar. Oh man, lost a lot of money and a lot of brain cells there.
Good time.
You going to Rock Bar?
Maybe.
Is it? Where are you going for spring break? Fort
We're
Lauderdale?
going to Fort Lauderdale.
Who are you going with?
My girlfriend.
Just her? Just you and her?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We actually do like the retired couple route rather than the college lifestyle route.
That's what me and
that's
Allison did.
better, bro.
Like we'll get up early, walk to breakfast,
Oh.
swim.
Yeah.
Where you staying?
Lounge.
Airbnb or?
No, some hotel.
Oh, nice. On the water?
Yeah, the most important thing
That's
to me is like
The
you
beach.
need to have beach amenities at your hotel. For somebody coming from New York who's not
Oh,
going to bring a
yeah,
beach
yeah,
chair and
yeah.
towels with them, if you can offer that to me,
You got.
I'll pay the extra.
I'll pay the
Yeah.
extra price.
Yeah, we stayed. Me and Allison stayed at her grandparents' apartment on the beach in Boca last year.
Really?
Oh my God, we were there for 7 days. We barely spent any money.
Well,
It's
yeah, if you got
great.
that kind of hookup.
Oh yeah, not everyone has that, but it was the little apartment they've had for like 40 years, and it's like in time, like lost in time. It's like it's awesome. Though.
Yeah, those old school like grandparent like Florida
Oh,
apartments.
yeah.
They're very colorful.
Yes,
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 yeah,
that's what it
Very
is.
old school.
But it's like, I mean, it's summit to the beach, and it's
That's all
awesome.
that matters.
Oh my God, every day we woke up. What time do we want to go down the beach? What do we
Yeah,
want
if you're
for-
close to the beach,
And what do we want for lunch?
that's all you want. Yes.
It's the biggest problem of the
Lunch
day.
on the beach.
Oh my God.
What do we
Maybe
want-
like I don't know about you guys, but getting a little sand by accident in the sandwich.
know,
Not
a
the
little
worst
crunch.
thing. Not the worst
I
thing.
know.
first world problem.
Doritos, sand.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
like, yeah,
First
turkey.
world problems.
I know that is great. That is the biggest.
Oh
first
my
world
God,
problem.
it's so funny.
Yeah, it's like I'm not
But-
close enough to the beach.
But yeah, I think that, and we bring like a laptop and a couple pairs of headphones and
We
do a
record
show
down
and
there?
go
Yeah,
do a
on the
show.
beach.
That, and I think we go to like spring training. We like do the show in like the parking lot.
Interview players.
Yeah, and we bring like I
those
have like
guys
the
on
little
TikTok.
I have the little TikTok
Yeah.
mic. We'll interview like we'll go to Port St. Lucie. We'll go to the ballpark of the Palm Beaches, which is where the St. Louis Cardinals are. But I think that would be great. No.
I'm down.
No
Yeah,
fun.
we'll see.
Nico says no. So but he has to work for Sports Grid today.
We'll do indie ball then. Indie ball trip.
Yeah, that's more attainable.
We'll
Let's do
go.
it.
We'll
That's
go.
like $10 tickets. too,
Yeah.
so, like,
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
if that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
$5.
Spring. Have you ever been to spring training?
No.
Have you?
I went. Yeah, cactus and grapefruit. But they're both
You've been to
good.
both, really?
I saw 2 years ago, 2023. I think it was the Cubs and the
Mm.
Rockies spring training and the Angels. That was cool. Like my sister was living there at the time,
Mm.
and then I was very young. We went to, like 2006. We went to like the Mets, I think.
In Port
And
St. Lucie,
then
yeah.
10 years after that, we saw the Cardinals, Marlins.
Yes. So the Cardinals and the Marlins share a facility
Oh,
down
really?
Yeah.
in Palm Beach, and then the Mets are 20 minutes up the road in Port St. Lucie. It's really cool. Highly recommend. I know you're a Yankees fan.
Yeah, they're on the other
They're
side.
in Tampa. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They're in Tampa, which the Mets do play the Yankees in a spring training game every year. They do it because they know they'll make money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely recommend. Not even
Yeah.
for a game, but like, have you ever done the workouts?
Yes, you get to walk on the backfield.
Workouts are the
Dude.
best part. It's
Really?
free. You walk around everywhere, and guys are literally just.
I got not a crazy story, but something about those workouts. So we saw like a Cardinal game, like Cardinals Marlins, like the day before,
Mhm.
and then I think we have like a couple days left on the trip. This is like 2016.
Mhm.
So like my dad, my cousin, and I are just walking through like the backfields at the Marlins one because I don't think the Cardinals had a workout at the time, and we see like all these minor leaguers. Like, oh, it's cool. Like there's like
Oh yeah.
4
yeah.
fields, like
Mhm.
whatever. And then like I don't recognize any of them. They're like single A people. And I see D Gordon batting, taking like
Mm.
recovering, I guess, from an injury maybe or like
Yeah.
something. He's taking batting practice on one field. And then I look at the other field, it's Ichiro.
Wow.
And we got both their signatures. It was cool. Like
Oh
Really?
my god.
Yeah.
There's no
That's
Ichiro.
that probably spiked in price right now. I'm gonna
You
Yeah,
have
you
it.
should
What
go
do you, so wait,
look.
what do you have? An Ichiro what?
signed photo. and a D Gordon signed card.
Oh my gosh, that's super
So,
cool.
might have to
D
frame that.
Strange.
Yeah,
The-
D
Does he
Strange.
still go by D Strange? Whatever that was?
The
He's a farmer
OMG
now.
the OMG was for the man that has come back from the dead,
Of course.
walked just into the production studio,
FOMO.
and now
Yeah,
he's
he's
walking
missing out.
into here. Here he is, NIKO Latoris.
How we doing?
Oh my goodness! Just when we thought we were good, that was it.
How we doing, boys?
Good. We got like 2 minutes.
This production. Oh yeah, we're like almost done. Oh my god. Anyways, that's really cool though. The Ichiro. So you met him and stuff and signed it, and
Yeah, it was.
that's
I mean,
awesome.
He signed it right away. He didn't really say anything.
But he
Doesn't
just
speak English, but
well, no, he speaks a little English.
The Bob
but-
Costas interview.
Oh
yeah.
it's hotter than
Do you
I
have a
love
favorite
that.
word in English? That is so funny.
I love that. Oh man, that's a very good story. He's a terrible announcer, but he's a great like interview guy.
Yeah,
See, I
that
like
was
him.
a big hate thing.
I love him.
Poor
as-
hate made him quit, right? Didn't he stop? He said
He
he's not going to do
retired.
baseball
Yeah.
anymore.
No, but he's very good with like storytelling. And, like,
Yes,
I think I
That's
think-
the part of
his
it. That's
interviews,
Cool.
he's a
it's-
documentary type guy.
oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah, absolutely. Definitely recommend him for any stuff like that.
Oh, speaking of, I watched the OJ doc on Netflix.
How was
The
that?
new one.
Oh,
The
How
one
was
that
that?
just came out.
Good.
It was actually good. If you like, I knew it to some degree, but there's so much other like little information that you might have not known, like about like cops and everything.
Oh wow,
It was good.
What was it? What's it on?
Netflix,
Okay.
Mm.
but it's the
Okay.
newer one. It's not the one that came out like a while ago.
Oh, okay.
The 10-part series. This is different.
This
Is
how
it a-
many
is it a-
episodes?
This
What-
is 4.
It's 4
Oh.
episodes.
Yeah, but it's like a documentary. It's not a series.
like a 4-part documentary.
Like the Menendez brothers was like a reenactment. This is just like stories
Explaining
from
the
people that
story.
were there.
Cool. I'll have to
So.
check that out. But
Yeah, because now we kind of reach a lull in like night TV watching. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you guys are doing. So now you kind of just like search and be like, oh, I wanted to watch that movie a couple months ago. and, like,
yeah.
Without sports. So.
Mhm. Well, I mean, it right now it's a lull till March, and then March Madness will
Yeah.
kick up,
Yeah.
and then after that, and then by that point in baseball will be right around the corner, and baseball previews will be starting. So
I mean, spring training too. We have that's
yeah, I mean it's
Next
mostly
week, I think.
day games, but yeah,
that's like
like-
a classic class. Like put it
Yeah,
on.
put on
like,
class.
in
That in the
background.
first
Oh,
week of
yeah,
March
yeah.
Madness.
Oh,
behind
yeah.
class.
oh
Mhm.
the round of 64
Yeah.
games, like those will always be.
That's fun.
Iona's
but-
gotta get back in it.
They've looked
Uh,
better as of late.
Yeah.
I think they've won like I want to say like 6 of their last 8.
Yeah.
Really?
Could be
They've been
wrong.
doing
Something
better.
like that. They were really down. I think they're only a game back.
The positive of
They're
playing in
game
the
behind
MAC though
500.
is like you can be ass, and if as long as you win the MAC tournament, you're in.
You're in. Yeah.
You just need to have a good week.
They got
Yeah.
it. Yeah. They need to win the MAC tournament. It's the
Maybe.
only way they're going to make it. But
And how about freaking Patino? They're like
I know.
They're
one of the best
9.
teams in the country.
they're 9 right now. They're number 9 in the country.
Where was that when he was here?
We have no money.
Yeah, I was about to say they were able to recruit better, and then also
Mm,
like I
that
mean
makes
his
sense.
coaching like led us to almost beating UConn the year UConn won it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the hat
Like-
we're leading.
Yeah.
You kind of look at the players, like I don't know college basketball that way, but you look at the players after they transferred out of Iona, they went to Florida, they went to big name schools.
Mm.
And some of them went with Patino, but Patino's
Yeah.
goated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Fantastic
He's
college coach.
Unbelievable. But
Celtics
one,
legend.
one of the big things.
Larry
my
Bird
God.
ain't walking through that door.
Yeah.
I love that from the
NIKO ain't
Celtics.
walking through that door.
Yeah.
No. But
Even though he just did.
the best part the best thing with when Patino got the job at St. John's. So when they hired the last coach, I think it's Mike Woodson was his name. You know what I'm talking
I don't
about.
know.
When they
At
hired
St.
the
John's?
yes, when they hired the last guy, one of the biggest donors for the Booster Club, which obviously that transferred into just being NIL money.
Yeah.
COVID.
I think his name was Rapoli. Could be wrong.
Hmm.
Anyways, he basically like was a lead investor in vitamin water. Like was one of the vitamin
I
water guys.
love I want to.
Yeah, so
Really?
he was one of the OG vitamin water guys. Went to St. John's because vitamin water started in Queens. Anyways, he came back when they hired Patino, and he brought a ton of money with him and boosted the program. So that was like a big reason too why they're not the only reason why they're so good right now, but they got so much more.
You did that.
I
I know.
You literally were pressing buttons. Why'd you act surprised?
Yeah,
know,
I
it's
didn't
so
think I hit it hard
Brody,
enough.
he cut off himself.
I know. I didn't realize it did that. But no, he brought back a ton of money in NIL, so that was why.
Yeah, we're starting to see celebrities like do NIL specific things.
Yes.
Like Shane Gill, right? Didn't he say he wanted to do a comedy show and all the revenue he was going to donate
Oh.
to Notre Dame's NIL?
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw
That's
that.
nice when you have like
But he's a
tragedies
huge
going on.
I like
he's a
it.
huge
And
Notre Dame
Eagles fan.
and an Eagles fan. He's from Pennsylvania.
Wow.
He's,
He had a pretty good stretch. Notre Dame made the championship. Eagles won the Super
oh
Bowl.
yeah,
Super Bowl commercial.
he's very funny. Did you see the what do you have tomorrow? I have a colonoscopy tomorrow.
How funny!
That's
Like Bud
what he
Light's
said.
180 in
yes.
marketing over the last 2
Oh,
years from
it's
what
so
they did
perfect.
2
Yeah.
years ago, and now
Shane Gillis was a
what? It was Shane
home
Gillis,
run.
Post Malone, and it was like beers, football, and,
and Peyton
grilling.
Manning.
Yes.
Peyton Manning was in that commercial too.
They knew they
Oh.
effed up.
What was your favorite Super Bowl commercial?
Couldn't tell you one.
I like the
I like
seal
Puppy
one.
Monkey
The
Baby.
Seal one was my favorite too.
That was
Puppy Monkey-
stupid. Wait, was
Seal-
Puppy Monkey Baby this year? I feel like it's every
no,
year.
it was like one of like it was like a
No, it came back.
it came back, but it was like
Yeah.
part of like that
The big one.
refresh. Yeah, it was like all the good Super Bowl commercials.
The
been so far.
Dunkin' commercial with
The
all the celebrities. The
Dunkings.
first time was really good. This one was
I
like
know.
it was the
No,
same
Enough.
thing as last
what
year.
more can you do?
Yeah.
I get it. Ben Affleck, you're from like
Yeah, we
Yeah,
get
you're
it.
from
And then they
Boston.
like had those guys pretending to be Starbucks without saying it was Starbucks, and they were like
Yeah.
the rich snotty people, like Dunkin's America's coffee, which it probably is.
Yeah, I'm a
Whatever.
Dunkin' guy, but
American.
the Seal as Seal was.
That was funny. I mean, come on. That
Wait,
was,
who's Seal?
He's a singer. He's a singer.
You know the song "A Kiss from a Rose"?
CeeLo
right?
Green?
No. Oh my god.
Forget you.
Gnarls Barkley? What crazy?
That's a good song.
That is. I didn't know he was. Is he Gnarls and Barkley, or is it a
I think it's a
two-man?
duo. I think it's
Wait,
a duo.
they're running the two-man.
They're running a duo. I don't know who the other guy is. Let me
you know?
make sure.
Do you know?
I think it's like a Mark Ronson type thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. It's
Seal as Seal.
Danger
Who, wait,
Mouse.
so Seal is a rocker?
Seal is like
No, he's like
he's
a
an
R&B
80s,
dude, right?
90s R&B guy.
Oh.
You know the song? You've heard it. Look
Sing
it up.
it.
No,
Why not? How am I supposed to know the song?
we're gonna get copyrighted.
Really, it's that good? You're that good?
Change the
Yeah,
words.
Yeah. I sound just like him. But you look it up when you get in your car. It's "A Kiss from a Rose." It's like this like famous like heartthrob song or whatever. He sung some other things, but he's a very good singer. And his name, I don't know if his actual name is Seal, but
I
his
think it's stage name,
Yeah, I
maybe?
think it's
I
just
don't
his
know.
stage name is Seal.
What
S-E-A-L.
company was it for?
Mountain Dew.
That was yeah.
That was great.
Mountain Dew is actually really good.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was Seal, S-E-A-L, as a seal, and
I
he
like
started singing, but it was a parody of "A Kiss from a Rose," and it was very good.
It's funny. It was like I never
you
expected that.
know, you know what other one was good too was the Coors Light Mondays one
Oh, which one was that? Was the
with the sloths.
slots? Yes, the
It's
slots.
the sloths.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was a
That was
good one.
decent.
The case of the
Zootopia
Mondays.
vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. and here's the
Whatever.
case of the Mondays. That was a good one, but
Was there any like crypto ones? Remember like crypto was such a big
no,
one?
I don't think there was any crypto.
Any AI?
Yes,
companies?
ChatGPT had an ad.
Yeah.
ChatGPT had one.
Apparently, I was Kanye. They were posting on Twitter. He had an ad. I didn't see it on
I
my
didn't see
TV.
it.
I know.
So I don't think that was.
I don't know.
Was that fake?
I don't know. Did you see the thing with the people in Canada watching the game? they get like a different ad.
Oh no.
Yeah, they get
package.
it. Yeah.
I
It's
didn't
just
see
like
it.
Tim Hortons. It's just like a
Oh.
bunch of Tim
Yeah,
Hortons.
it's probably like specific Canadian companies.
Yeah, it's all like Tim Hortons ads, and they were like,
That makes
it's
sense.
very funny. Like they're Canadian-based ads, but it was,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, we don't get anything that you guys put on there. But I thought the Coors Light one was good. Seal as a seal was good. I think that was
I'm surprised they keep going up in value because you would think like every year that
Yeah.
passes, the amount of people on their phones during commercial breaks is only rising.
yeah.
I personally,
Eight-
I'm on Twitter during the commercial break.
This,
Yeah.
this year it was 8 million for 30 seconds. 8 million.
That's insane.
So you read those numbers and you're like, this just doesn't make sense. But actually, like if you look at it, like the companies that are like a B tier, not like a Coke or anything, like their spike in traffic goes crazy.
Oh yeah.
Which like
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm telling the companies that are
Yeah.
very smart.
the VP of advertising.
Yeah,
for
it's like
PepsiCo.
Connor told you it's
I
actually a
know.
great business move.
This guy. I
Thank
don't know.
God. Oh, thank God. We'll run one next year.
We know now. 8.2 million.
Thanks, Connor. We didn't know that
You
before.
got it.
Oh my goodness, that's very funny. But yeah, no, it was a good Super Bowl, I think. But it a very
It wasn't a good Super
no,
Bowl.
well, no, but like so like
A good
the
day.
pop and circumstance of it. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like the ads were good. Like the ads were pretty.
All the
decent.
box score merchants are going to be like, Mahomes actually had a decent game. 'Cause
I know.
think he finished it with like
Stop.
300 yards and 2
Stop.
touchdowns.
Yeah,
Garbage
and 2
time.
interceptions.
Yeah.
Dude, my friend,
Shout out Worthy though.
Yeah.
my cousin, I think almost did a backflip when Xavier Worthy scored that second touchdown. He was like,
He just threw a bomb. Like
He just
that.
threw a bomb.
Yeah, he just.
and that screwed up my box score. I was supposed to win
Oh.
if the whatever.
Yeah, what was it? It was 0-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It was
odd.
my
That's
second box.
crazy.
I had 7-4 in one box,
Yeah.
and that didn't hit.
no.
Nah.
Great. I was like, oh, this one's definitely gonna hit. No,
Yeah.
but my 0-2 almost hit at the end of the game. But Xavier Worthy had to get another touchdown, so I lost, and my cousin won. We were watching the game. I was so mad.
Mm.
I lost
Someone
out.
bet $100,000 on Harrison Bucker to have 1 point. He didn't have a single point. And it was only to win like 10,000. He was like a lock to have at least 1 point.
Yeah.
Wait, did they even attempt a PAT? No,
No.
right?
No. Did they?
Nope.
No.
And
A
no
field
field goal,
goal?
obviously. 'cause-
No
Yeah.
field goal. Oh
Wow.
no. Yeah, no field goals because they always went for 2.
Yeah. And they were down like
That's a
24
tough
nothing.
one.
Oh, Bucker probably kicked up his legs. He's like, I ain't doing nothing
Yeah.
today.
Big anti-Bucker W.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go
yeah,
have
Shout
my,
out college educated women. That was for you guys.
I know.
I'm gonna go have my wife make me a sandwich. That's probably what he said. Get the pole boys going, sweetheart. We got a
Pole
long
boys,
night
yeah.
ahead of
Pole
us. Did you see too that the teams do a Super Bowl party regardless?
No matter what, yes.
Yeah. So Amigos,
Really?
Amigos performed for
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Do you remember that like Joe Burrow was dancing with Kid Cudi and people were like hating on him
I don't remember that.
when they lost?
Yeah.
They do a party right after the game?
Both teams have a party every year.
Dude, I would not be in the right headspace. I
Eh.
guess.
I don't think the guys went, but whatever. It was also Joe Burrow was a rookie. So wasn't he? He was a rookie that year? No.
His
No, I'm
second
sorry,
year.
he wasn't. It was second year.
Second
He was a
year.
young quarterback. I know he was a young quarterback. But no, I was they show the video and it's just like a bunch of like mellow Chiefs fans
Yeah.
just holding their phone because it's Migos performing right in front of them.
Mm.
And it was like it was
Stir fry.
brutal. But
Boop.
yeah, so that was
Straight up.
a very I would say it was a good and bad Super Bowl, but I think we're
Yeah.
on to next year. We'll see what happens. I know there's a lot of rumors circulating about Matthew Stafford to the Giants. We'll get in that next week so NIKO could talk on and on and on and on and on about it. But we'll get there at a later date. So
This was fun. Hopefully we filled people's void.
I
Yeah.
know,
12
yeah.
o'clock.
The comment section's decent right now.
Oh,
I'm looking at
the
it.
Sports Grid texting us like, why isn't he on? Why
Yeah.
isn't he in there?
Sports Grid hacked our account, the WIUR.
Yeah, sponsored by Sports Grid.
Really? They're probably like, where's Wooly? He gets all the numbies.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. Oh, they're heavy hitter.
I can't let that slide.
Nico's the 9 hitter in Sports Grid.
Oof.
Yeah, because you stink. You're not good. You sound like you.
All
All
right.
right. All right. I
gotta
think
go.
that's it. We all got class, right? I think so.
I'm 2
Oh.
p.m.
Yeah,
don't.
I have class. Well, sorry. Anyways, thank you for tuning in this week and our
What?
Super Bowl recap. NIKO will hopefully be here next week if he's taken off the IR. I know that was retroactive from last week, so who knows?
Yes, we'll see.
But we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Nick. That's Connor. This is Rob. Thank you guys for tuning into the 5 Hole podcast for this week.